Well, friends, welcome to Hakodate
in Hokkaido, northern Japan.
Today we're exploring the port city of Hakodate in southern Hokkaido. So if you're planning a trip to northern Japan, stick around because in this video we'll be sharing the best things to do in Hakodate during your visit.
So one fun way to get around Hakodate is to take the vintage trams, lines 2 and 5. Thankfully, they both run just past our hotel. So that is how we got into town today. And next up, we're heading over to the morning market. Gonna look at some fish, some seafood, and potentially have an early meal.
Sounds great.
The Hakodate morning market is just a 2-minute walk from the JR Hakodate station. And it also opens super early, so it's the ideal spot to begin your tour of Hakodate. There are dozens of stalls selling all sorts of seafood, including plenty of crab. Kaisendon is the thing to order here, and that's a bowl of rice topped with fresh seafood, which depending on the season can include shrimp, crab, tuna, salmon roe, or sea urchin.
Well, somebody just handed you a piece of squid, I imagine?
Gotta try that. I love squid. I used to have it when I lived in South Korea. I would eat it at baseball games, especially the dried stuff. But this is fresh and way more tender. It's not nearly as chewy as the dried version.
Okay, so we settled on a place to eat.
Yeah, we ended up discovering that the seafood market was so much bigger than we initially thought.
Yes.
Walked through another section, found an even bigger food court, and now we've placed an order.
Looks good.
Let's try what appears to be some salmon.
You have salmon, you have roe.
Oh, so tasty, so fresh. Nothing like having fresh seafood straight from the source. I think that's the first really big fish market I've been in since the last time I was in Busan in South Korea.
Yeah.
And you walk in and you're inundated with the smell of seafood. For me, it's wonderful. For other people, they may not love that. I love the smell of the sea, the saltiness. And then you go inside and there's a variety of all kinds of different items. I think the thing that we were most mesmerized by, it was the size of the king crab. And there were giant fish, and there were giant crabs, and there was sashimi being prepared, the raw fish, and yeah, it's just a very fascinating experience. Lots of vendors, lots of people in there. I'd imagine if we came a couple hours earlier, it would have been even busier.
After visiting the fish market, we stumbled upon a giant ship moored in the harbor, so we decided to check it out. Turns out it was the Mashumaru, a former railway ferry that provided vital transportation between Hokkaido and Honshu, the main island of Japan. Basically, back in the day, if you arrived in Aomori or Hakodate by train and you needed to get across the Tsugaru Strait, you would have taken this ship. However, once the 53-kilometer undersea Seikan Tunnel opened, there was no longer a need for the ferry, marking the end of an era. The Mashumaru's final voyage was on March 13th, 1988. It is currently docked at the historic Number 2 Quay, the very location from which it once embarked on its regular journeys.
Well guys, unexpected attraction of the day. We were just walking around the port without much of a plan, without a great sense of direction, and we just came across this huge ship. It's called the Mashumaru, and it is a museum. So we just came in, paid the admission fee, 500 yen, and now we're exploring.
These are our favorite experiences. Spontaneous, unplanned, enjoyable. This is so cool. There's some really interesting exhibits, and then you can also go around and experience what the ship was actually like. You can see all of the old technology. You're allowed to get up close and personal. They're not like, oh, don't touch this, don't go into there.
Oh no, we've been pressing buttons.
It's very interactive and it's very interesting. Also gives you some of the nicest views of the city from here.
Yes.
So come here, even if you're not that interested in the ship, you can come for the views.
Alrighty friends, so a few fun facts about this ship. as we explore together. For starters, this was a train ferry, so it could transport up to 1,200 passengers and also 48 freight cars and 12 vehicles. And it was launched in 1965 and it remained in operation until 1988. So really cool place to visit if you enjoy ships, museums, that sort of thing, and if you happen to be around the port. Yeah, we had fun in here. Nice little stop on our way to the downtown area.
While wandering around the Hakodate port area, we ended up at the Kanemori red brick warehouses, right along the waterfront.
Okay, so next up we are visiting the Kanemori red brick buildings, and this has kind of been turned into a commercial complex. You've got these 4 different red brick buildings that were once warehouses and date back to 1909. And once you go in, there is so much to do. You can buy all sorts of souvenirs, you have restaurants, and you also have little stands selling crepes and ice cream and just all sorts of snacks. So a little bit of everything. If you're in the mood for a bit of shopping here in the port area, or you want to stock up on some souvenirs for your friends, this is one place to do it.
Check it out.
Woohoo! Alrighty. If you want to put your body to the test, we're now at the Hachiman Zaka slope, the steepest road here in Hakodate. You've actually got stairs leading up. That's how you get to the top. It's a hot and humid day. I hope we can make it pretty far up so we can show you the views of the harbor looking down. I think that's going to be pretty impressive. So yeah, gotta start climbing all this way up, and it continues over there. Woo-hoo-hoo.
The heat.
Heat.
The heat.
What about the heat?
We are Rocky Mountain people now. We're not quite used to the heat yet. Give us another week.
The Hachiman Slope is a popular spot in Hakodate that has appeared in plenty of movies and commercials. The stone-paved street is lined with trees on either side, and it offers beautiful views of the harbor. Just watch out for traffic if you plan to have a photo shoot. Next, we explored the Motomachi district, which is situated at the foot of Mount Hakodate. This is a neighborhood where east meets west. When Hakodate became one of the first ports in Japan to welcome foreign trade, this brought in new ideas and influences from the west, which can be seen in the city's architecture. Some of the main attractions in the Motomachi district are the churches. We first visited the Hakodate Orthodox Church, founded in 1858 by the Russian consulate. Next, we visited the Motomachi Roman Catholic Church, which has an altar that was gifted by Pope Benedict XV. Motomachi Roman Catholic Church, which has an altar that was gifted by Pope Benedict XV. And lastly, this is Hakodate St. John Church, an Anglican church that was founded by an English priest who visited Hakodate in 1874. From there, we continue to the Mount Hakodate ropeway, which transports passengers up to Mount Hakodate via a gondola.
The views are amazing.
The gondola can carry up to 125 people, and it's a 3-minute journey to the top. Mount Hakodate is an inactive volcano mountain that stands 334 meters high. This is the best place in Hakodate to enjoy panoramic views of the city, the port, and its beaches.
We decided to take the ropeway up. It's an excellent weather day to enjoy the views of the city. So it was 1,800 yen per person, and that is for the round trip ticket. But if you want, you can pay for a one-way ticket and then you just walk back down. Depends how active you want to be.
Station on the foot of the mountain.
Thoughts on the Hakodate ropeway?
Oh, amazing views from up there. We got to escape the heat a little bit by going. Yeah. So
Yeah,
it was
there's
great.
a nice breeze atop the mountain.
Oh, thank goodness. And to be honest, we had no idea the layout of the city. It's so much bigger than we thought. We had only seen the port harbor side, but there's also a beach side on the right hand. And then off in the distance, you have mountains. And if you look further afield, you see farmland. So there's quite a bit to see, quite a few interesting landmarks. Of course, you'll see some ships out on the water as well. And something to keep in mind, when we visited, the frequency was every 15 minutes going up and down. So it goes quite often.
The Old Public Hall of Hakodate is an important historic building in the city. This is where members of the imperial family stayed when they visited Hakodate. The Old Public Hall of Hakodate is an important historic building in the city. This is where members of the imperial family stayed when they visited Hakodate. And grab a slipper. And grab a slippers. Yeah, I need big too.
So we made it to our next attraction. We are now visiting the old Hakodate Public Hall. It's a beautiful Western style building painted blue with like yellow gold accents. So we bought our admission ticket, took our shoes off. They gave us some slippers. And now we're just having a wander through this historic building, which is just so nice.
The construction you see today was completed in 1910 to replace the previous town hall, which burnt down in the Great Fire of 1907. Concerts and other events are still held in the Grand Hall, and visitors can also dress up in costume like lords and ladies. However, we opted to just explore the building. On our way down the hill, we passed through Motomachi Park, which also offers harbor views. It's a nice route to get back down to the waterfront.
So we've been riding the tram again. Any tips for us?
Yeah, before I talk about the tram, I want to say Hakodate is one of the most pedestrian-friendly cities in Japan we've ever been to, but it is very spread out. So if you're kind of staying away from the center, which we are, the tram is one of the best ways to get around. It's got a cool rustic appeal. It sort of reminds me of taking the tram in Hong Kong. It's obviously not double-decker. You can hear it going right now, but it's affordable and it runs frequently. We take route number 2 and 5 from where we're staying, and it comes approximately every 15 to 30 minutes, and it allows us to save our legs for hiking up the hills.
Well, today is a bit of a rainy day here in Hakodate, so we decided it would be the perfect time for a museum visit. And we are visiting the Hakodate City Museum of Northern Peoples. Now, I thought this was just going to be Hokkaido, northern Japan, but we're talking about people who lived along the Aleutian Islands, the Bering Strait, people who depended from seal hunting and fishing and just canoeing treacherous waters. This is really, really cool. So I'm having a blast here. Also, some of the outfits that people had to wear to survive. Lots of fur, seal skins. Yeah, great activity for a rainy day, guys. Even a non-rainy day, if you enjoy museums, this one's pretty cool.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm not a huge museum guy, and I'm enjoying this, so that's saying a lot, to be honest.
The Hakodate City Museum of Northern Peoples focuses on the Ainu, Ulta, and Aleut who inhabited the areas of Hokkaido and northern Japan, the coastal regions around the Okhotsk Sea in Russia, and as far as the Aleutian Islands. The northern peoples lived in extremely cold and harsh climates, and the museum showcases the clothes they would have needed to withstand the environment. The Museum of Northern Peoples is housed in the former Bank of Japan building that dates back to 1926. This place is a must visit in our opinion, as it provides a peek into the lives of the indigenous people with information that's rarely available outside of the archipelago.
So Sam is going to tell us the menu of the Ainu people of the north.
Yeah, it's fascinating. So they have a little display here. So they were eating soups that were filled with meat, bear, deer, seal, etc. Fish, salmon, trout. That sounds pretty good to me.
And kelp, seaweed.
Yes, and the kelp seaweed as well. And also the sashimi, the raw fish. I guess what's interesting too is like, we come from a cold country in Canada where, we have half the year that's winter. Although we have the modern conveniences of central heating and other trappings, we still have an appreciation for what cold weather is like, and to imagine that people were surviving for centuries without any modern technology is truly remarkable.
If you're wondering where to eat and what to eat in Hakodate, you'll want to check out the previous video where we shared some of the different restaurants we went to. But I will mention that the must-try dish here is the Hakodate Shio Ramen or salt ramen. We ate at a place called Yondaime Ramen where we ordered from a ticket vending machine.
And then what's the other one? Salt flavor.
Salt. And then this is done.
Sam got the Yondaime salt ramen with broiled pork, which is the restaurant's #1 bestseller.
Looks delicious. I'm thrilled to be having it. Piping hot, guys.
Meanwhile, I got the plain salt ramen flavor, which is made with a clear chicken broth. It was delightfully warm, flavorful, and filling. The perfect meal for a rainy day.
It is salty, but is it overly salty? I would say no. It's a light broth. I would say it's good. I like it.
For more ideas ranging from conveyor belt sushi to a local Hakodate hamburger chain, be sure to check out our Hakodate food video. Because it was a rainy day, we were looking for indoor activities, so we decided to visit another museum. This is the Hakodate-shi Hokuyo Museum, also known as the Hakodate City Northern Pacific Fishery Document Museum. The museum focuses on the connection between Hakodate and the sea, and it's a quirky little museum that even has a fishing boat simulator so you can experience what it would be like to go fishing in the high seas.
We are in a simulator of a fishing boat in winter in Japan. This experience is 3 minutes in length, guys. It does make you a bit dizzy. I could not imagine being a fisherwoman.
I feel dizzy.
I feel dizzy.
Yep.
Oh, thank God it's 3 minutes and 3 minutes only.
3 hours.
Wow. Alrighty, thoughts on that museum visit?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
All of the museums we've gone to here in Hakodate have been, well, they've been quite spectacular, to be honest. And I keep saying this, I'm not a museum guy. I've really enjoyed it, especially on a rainy day like today. There isn't too much we can do. My favorite parts, I can actually show you in the brochure, of some of the taxidermy. There was the sea lion and a polar bear. And the most fun thing was the fishing simulator. You're just like, whoa, after 3 minutes of rocking back and forth, you're happy that the simulator's over. 3 minutes is better than 3 hours. Really nice museum. Also one of the cheapest attractions we've ever been to in Japan. Costs only 100 yen, so less than $1 US. Well worth it, in my opinion.
Well, good morning. It is a bright, sunny morning here in Hakodate. And today we're going to be visiting Goryokaku Park and also Goryokaku Tower, which is directly behind me. So until the tower opens, we're going to have a little wander through the park, which actually has a fortress. So it has a pentagonal 5-point star-shaped fortress and moats and bridges. So we're going to take you on a little walk and show you what that's all about.
Fort Goryokaku was completed in 1866 and it was used as the main headquarters of the short-lived Republic of Ezo. The island of Ezo is what's today known as the island of Hokkaido. The Republic of Ezo was the first government to attempt to institute democracy in Japan, though voting was only extended to the samurai caste, and it managed to exist for 5 months before it was annexed by the newly established Empire of Japan. So plenty of history here. And here we are in front of the Hakodate Magistrate's office. Voila!
So the original building of the Magistrate's office used to be over 3,000 square meters. And today you can see that part of it still stands. So this is about 1,000 square meters. And then on the ground, they have outlined where the other rooms and hallways and different spaces would have been. Obviously, that no longer stands, but you can sort of see how much space it would have actually taken up. Like, this was huge.
So we found, it's almost like a bit of a secret walking trail, and you go up some steps and you get a really nice view here. You get some mountain views, and you also get a high vantage point of the moat as well. Be careful, there's no guardrails. Don't want to fall into the moat.
Yeah, you're up on the fortified walls right now.
Yeah. The thing that I was thinking about this park is like, what a beautiful place for locals to go walking or jogging every day. We saw school kids riding their bikes on the way to school, and a lot of people using this park for recreation. Beautiful, well-maintained, and just a lovely attraction here in the city.
We have made it to Goryokaku Tower.
And now we hurry up and wait.
Hurry up and wait, it's opening soon.
We have 10 minutes until it opens. It opens at 9 o'clock, in case you were wondering.
Goryokaku Tower stands 107 meters tall, and visitors can access the observation deck for a bird's eye view of Hakodate.
Well, friends, really cool views from atop the tower, I've got to say. I thought we were just going to have views of the park and the fortress, but it turns out we can also see the harbor from here, like the whole port. So that's really nice, and I mean, we could not have asked for better weather. The sun came out, we've got blue skies. We can see how spread out the city really is.
How did we get so lucky?
I know.
And a completely different perspective and vantage point from here compared to the other viewpoint we had. So
oh, the ropeway, the cable car.
Visit them both.
We also made sure to stop by the gelato shop Milkissimo on the way down to try some unique ice cream flavors that feature local Hokkaido ingredients.
We ordered 3 traditional Japanese ice cream flavors. So we have a northern winter berry, we have pumpkin, and purple sweet potato. Very new flavors for us. So purple sweet potato, surprisingly sweet for a potato. The berry I love. And then we have the pumpkin. It's very creamy.
Definitely worth trying.
Okay, so we thought we would do some closing thoughts on our time in Hakodate. I think I speak for both of us when I say that we were very pleasantly surprised and had a lot of fun here.
Oh man, did we ever? It's not that I didn't have the highest of expectations, it's just I didn't know what to expect here. And I came here and absolutely loved it. I came away feeling like this is one of the most livable cities I've ever been to in Japan. Like, I enjoyed it as a tourist, but I was also thinking, like, if I was going back to being a teacher or something, this would be the kind of city where I'd like to base myself. Beautiful place, spread out, friendly locals, lots to do, nature, you're by the water, you've got the mountains nearby, you've got rural areas, you've got farm fields, you've got lots of attractions, great local eats. What's there not to enjoy here?
There's lots to love. And for my part, before coming here, I kind of view this as a bit of a stopover city on the way north to Sapporo. But honestly, this is a destination in and of itself. There is so much to do here. Like, we had 3 action-packed days, and we could have stayed longer.
I would have enjoyed a week here, to be honest. There's so much to do. So guys, we hope you enjoyed our things to do in Hakodate travel guide. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment as well.
And we'll see you soon with more videos from Japan.
Ta-ta.
Bye.